Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. I am so happy to have you joining us for Come to Dinner. Tonight, our guest host is the newly ordained Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson. So pleased to have her here, including some of her very special guests. And we're going to let her introduce them in a bit. But I wanted to just tell you about a couple of announcements. Tomorrow morning, we've got two very special offerings. Starting at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing a silent meditation here on Enlightened World Network. Those silent meditations are really quite magical. If you've not experienced one before, please join us. Terry, Deb, and I go into meditation and we experience connecting with the spiritual divinity, angels, archangels, Christ, Divine Mother, and they show us things and they take us through these different experiences. And then we come back and share them with you. So that is tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll be doing Come to the Healing Pool, which is a guided meditation that I lead into a healing place, fabulous healing place in the ethereal realm, where Divine Mother and the archangels provide healing on several different levels. So please join us for that. And I'm going to hand over the emceeing details to Terry Angel now, and she's going to walk us through tonight's dinner. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Ruth. Oh my gosh, what a great place to be right now, sitting around the virtual dinner table with all of you beautiful people. I just love this. This was something that was born out of the desire to still be together, even though we are in the whole world is in a stay put order. And this is a way that we can just come together and communicate. We're going to have a little conversation tonight. We're going to hear from our host, Gerald Ann Peterson, Heather Dell, and we're just going to have fun. Imagine that you are at a table. It's a big table, obviously, and we're all just sitting around and really sharing our energy of love with each other. And that's what tonight is about. So I want to go ahead and introduce Gerald Ann, and then she can welcome some of the guests that she has invited here as they show up. People are popping in. I see some very familiar faces coming in here, a lot of them from our community that has been developed, again, out of the need and the desire to have that connection. Even though we are separate, we can still have a strong connection. So when I met Gerald Ann, she was not a reverend, and I am so happy and pleased that we are doing this tonight to celebrate her. And we'll be hearing from her teachers where she was ordained. Well, I'm just so excited, and it's just going to flow how it flows. We don't have an agenda. We don't have one person going after another. It's just however it flows. And I know you all are going to want to state your love and your adoration and your congratulations to Gerald Ann. So we're very happy that all of you have joined in. And I want to turn it over to our host, Gerald Ann Peterson, the Reverend Gerald Ann Peterson. Heather Dell and her husband Sam is with her. So Gerald Ann, hi.
Thank you so much, Terry. And I can't tell you how much it warms my heart to see each and every one of you here. I love you all so much. And Deirdre, she's clapping for me. Thank you, sweetheart. I want you to meet my husband, Sam. You know, for some of you, you've been hearing about Sam for over 6 years. And I think some of you thought he might just be a figment of my imagination, but he's not, and he's here. But I want to say this to start off. You know, there's that old saying, behind every great man is a great woman. Well, behind every woman is a great man, and this is my great man. Sam has made it possible for me to go into recovery. He made it possible for me to meet Jane and Philip and go to school and become a holistic life coach. He has supported me in everything that I do. No matter how crazy, no matter how many Pinterest ideas I come up with and how many projects, he just says, okay, honey, whatever you want to do, okay, and goes along with me. And so I just want you all to meet my love. and meet the man who has made this all entirely possible. And the guy who loves it when everybody comes to visit, and no matter how many are in the house, he just is like, okay, that's fine. And we all just have a great time. So I just want you to meet my husband. So Sam, I love you, and I'm so glad.
Thank you.
And he's going to go off to the side because he, you know, he might be able to have a beer or something and just kind of chill out with the animals. But I did want you to see him and let you know he is real. Okay. So,
Thank you.
okay, honey. And I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye, Sam.
Terry says hi.
Hi.
They're all waving at you.
Not only is he real, he sounds smart.
He is. I don't know. Yeah, he is. He really is. Especially being, if you need an engine taken apart and put back together, he is your man for sure. I'm telling you. He was smart too because he bought the property that we live on. A lot of you have been following us in the morning. He bought this property in 1971, and he built it up and moved here in 1989. And so that's why we're here. And it's a very sacred property where we're at. But enough of that. I'm just going to go around the room because I want to invite and thank everybody. Kathleen, for those of you who were here earlier, Kathleen and John Fiore, the three of us all started out together in Jane and Philip's Holistic Life Coach course. And when you are in that course, it's a year-long course, and you absolutely learn everything there is to learn about each other. There are no secrets. It's like you are bare and open and vulnerable, but we have supported each other on our journeys all of this time. And they are both so very dear to me. Kathleen recently got married here on this property. We're still trying to get John here, but okay, we haven't done that yet. And Philip and Jane, you're next.
That'd be good.
And
Yeah, that's an idea.
so yeah, we are a family that came together because of Philip and Jane. I wanted to be an EFT practitioner, and here I am 6 years later, I'm a reverend. So that worked out well for me. What can I say? And then we have Diane Allison Beiersdorfer, who I met several years ago through the internet, through Terry. And I have been following her journey. I have such respect for her and love for her and everything that she does. And I just want to say thank you, Diane. She and I are doing some workshops together, and it's been amazing. Catherine lives in St. Augustine. She's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. And we had the pleasure of meeting her and her husband, Michael, when Terry was here. And then I have my dear love, Darcy. She is living in a community in Virginia, the Oracle Institute, and it is a conscious community whose object is to bring about world peace. And it's based on Barbara Marx Hubbard's teachings, a lot of it. So, and I met her at Ellie's wedding. I officiated a wedding, and I met her there, and we were immediately soul sisters. And then I have down in the corner, I think I lost her for a second, but Sherry Seymour, who is also a local girl. And I met her in a yoga class. There you are, you're right in front of me. And we met in a yoga class here, just about 3 years ago, I think it's been now. And immediately it was like, oh my gosh, you're my soul sister. I love you. And next to her is Belinda, who is also a local girl and another soul sister. And then I have my newly acquired Angelic River family, and that's Carol and Julie and Deirdre. And I've known Deirdre for several years, but these people it was like we just all immediately bonded, and I'm so touched that you're here with me today. I'm so grateful. And Linda Lemieux, who, well, she came to me in a hurricane with Terry, and that's how we all got to know each other, and came when Hurricane Irma came through. But through all of it, the very beginning of this path, and why I'm sitting here right now celebrating this reverendship, is because of Doctors Jane and Philip Mountrose. of Awakenings Institute in California. And I am eternally grateful to both of you. You've taught me so much. And I can honestly say that I'm sitting here today feeling like I could spontaneously combust. I'm so happy, a lot due in part to the two of you and the impact that you and your institute has had on my life. So I thank you both from the absolute bottom of, and top and middle. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we do have some people in the room, and my friend Susie Francis is here, and we've got Luann and Abuelita. And if I miss anybody, Alice, I apologize because I don't know if I'm getting all the ones that are on there. So thank you all. I'm just so honored to have you all with me. And Deb and Ruth, well, what can I say? They've been here to the river. And they made me a part of the Enlightened World Network. And that's where I do my show, Rising Up with Gerald Ann, who John Fiore, there he is, who he named it about 3 years ago. He told me, he said, you're going to do this show called Rising Up with Gerald Ann. I guarantee you're going to do it. And I'm like, oh, John, I'm behind the camera. I don't do in front of the camera. He said, kid, he loves to say that. Kid, you're going to be doing it. Rising Up with Gerald Ann. Well, here I am, Rising Up with Gerald Ann. And Karen Palmer, I'm so happy to see you here. Another one I met through Terry. Your teachings are absolutely amazing, and I am so grateful to have you in my life, and thank you for joining me. And Bernadette is here. She's also a local girl across the forest, across the river in Ocala, and I met her in another spiritual group. So, oh my gosh, you all touch my heart so much, and I love you all so very, very much. Thank you for being here to celebrate this amazing event and time in my life.
Wow.
So, I need to shut up a sec. Get my breath.
Oh, take a breath, woman. Oh my goodness. Do you feel her excitement? Does anybody think that Joanne may be just a little bit excited right now?
A little bit.
I've been buzzing around. Like
This is what I live with right now. I got quarantined here at the river with her, and so many wonderful things have happened since that moment when I arrived. I came here to do a day of transformation with Enlightened World Network because it's serene here and I can broadcast and not have so many disruptions. And then coronavirus happened, so I'm still here. I'll be here for a bit. And I have watched her really come out of that cocoon, and she is soaring now. There's no keeping this one down now that she has those butterfly wings, let me tell you. It's a pleasure and an honor to sit and watch her as she grows. It's really beautiful. And Gerald Ann has something planned for us. She is going to share something that was very special as she was going through the process of becoming ordained. There was some writing that she had to do. So we're going to let her share with us about this writing and what it is. And then following that, we would like to hear from some of you, whatever words you have to say. We would love to start with Philip and Jane after Gerald Ann shares this. We'll give you that honor and that respect and ask for you to go first after she does. And then we just like whoever wants to share your thoughts and your love, we can open that up for you.
Thank you so much, Terry.
What do you have for us?
And I want to say hi to Sherry, who also is in the room and watching on the other screen. So in the process of this, you know, we study about world religions and there's all kinds of things that happen. But one of the short essays that I wrote, they asked us to write about, is about the golden rule. And I have to say that I think the golden rule is more important to us today. It's always been important, but I think it's something that we need to remember and bring back up today now more than ever. So it's very short. I would love to read this to you and then see what you have to say. And I want to start with Jane and Philip. And it really is part of their teachings. The golden rule is very important to them, and also how people view it that they work with. So I would, if you'll indulge me, I'd love to read you this short essay that I wrote. The golden rule is found in one form or another in every major religion and spiritual tradition across the globe. And yet, how frequently do we forget to put it into practice? Need we remind ourselves of the simplicity and the ease with which just the slightest reminder of this can help each of us bring it back into our daily lives? For example, just a warm smile to the harried cashier at the store, letting a car onto the on-ramp, or traversing the traffic as they're going by, reaching out to someone who's alone or lonely, inviting someone for a home-cooked meal, come to the river, acknowledging a birthday, an anniversary, or a special day, acknowledging something special that you appreciate about a friend, a family member, or even just an acquaintance. Just a kind word are but a few of the ways that we can put the golden rule into effect. Imagine how this world would be if we all did this on a regular basis. Wouldn't that be awesome? And at last, but by no means least, practicing the golden rule with ourselves. I mean, instead of self-criticism and unrealistic demands that we place upon ourselves, what would it be like if every time we looked in the mirror, we said, I love you, every time? What if we were forgiving and compassionate, supportive, generous, kind, and as nurturing to ourselves as we are to others? As within, so without. I really would like each and every one of us to envision a world where we all practice the golden rule with everyone we meet and with each of ourselves as well, every day. And I leave you with that thought. And with that, I would like to introduce Jane and Philip Mountrose, two very, very special and important people in my world.
Thank you, Geraldine. And it's such a joy to be here. I thank you for inviting us. Well, so much has already been said about Geraldine, and I think everybody knows it's such an interesting and really important time. And as Geraldine was noting, the message is so clear. You know, to us, it's always been love is the solution, and Geraldine obviously exemplifies the reason we do what we do. We do it to help to bring more love into the world, and we figured initially that the easiest way would be if we taught people who would teach people, and it would be like a snowflake that just keeps going out, and more people could feel the love. I think, you know, Geraldine is just it. And it's as she mentioned, it's been 5 or 6 years now since we started together. And I think all of you who know her as you do also understand that she's been growing leaps and bounds that whole time. And it just is really beautiful now to see that it's all coming together for her. And I think the ministry is part of it. Of course, Philip and I think Philip will speak for himself too. We do want to congratulate you again on becoming a minister. And also, as we have, let you know how delighted we are to have you as part of Awakenings Institute in the ministry, because in a lot of ways it's we view it as an energetic structure, and we're together, we're holding an energy that supports each and every one of us. So having you as part of it is really a blessing to everyone involved, as you are to everyone here. And as I mentioned, we love you. You know, we want to welcome you and continue to welcome you. I mean, we've been friends ever since we had the program. We're glad that we stayed in touch, as we do with many of our students. And just again, congratulations and thank you for inviting us.
Thank you, Jane. I really appreciate that.
And I wanted to second that, what Jane said, and congratulate Geraldine. She is a special divine love magnet. I'm listening. She is a love magnet. She's an aggregator. She aggregates the energy. She's a broadcasting system. She has a lot of love in her heart. It comes in, it goes out. And the wonderful people who are on this call, on this meeting, are examples of it, who are connected with her and inspired by her, and it goes back and forth. So it's a wonderful community that we have here, and Geraldine is really spearheading a lot of it with her energy and her open heart, and seeing her develop before our eyes. And she certainly is a good exemplar of being a reverend, we called him in Awakenings Institute, minister of holistic healing, or anything of that nature. To really go out in the world and help heal the world, which is part of loving the world. And Geraldine's a great example of that. Congrats, Geraldine. Love you.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah,
Jill.
it's like you're the right person in the right place at the right time when what
You
you
are.
offer is so desperately needed. It just feels so synchronous and fluid. It makes me bubble with joy. Really, I'm so happy for you, and happy for all of us that
Hey,
we have each other.
Thank you. It's, it's really amazing because everyone that's here and watching on Enlightened World Network, these are all light workers. These are all people who are here at this time specifically to heal the world, to guide us through these times. And I am so excited about this, and because we need this so desperately right now. And so the timing, you're right, the timing couldn't be better. And I am so blessed to be joined by all these people who are in this with us. Like, we're like this God's team, like this massive team that's out there. We're going to heal the world. We're going to get through this, and we're going to get through this in such an amazing way. I'm just so excited. I really am. And thank you to Audrey and Linda, who just joined here with us. Thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah, she's still a little bit excited.
I
So
know.
who would like to unmute and say something? Ruth?
I want to say we were up there January, Geraldine?
February.
February.
No. Yeah, February.
Okay. And it felt to me like Deb, Terry, and I were with you, and you were about 8 months pregnant. It felt like Deb, Terry, and I were helping to prepare the nursery.
Yeah.
And so excited for you. And I cannot even grasp. It's like you have given birth, and you didn't just give birth. This baby is amazing. You are amazing. And everything that you have been bringing to the table since I first met you has been divine. I could not be prouder of you, Geraldine, and I cannot wait to see where all this goes. And I really hope that you keep EWN in your back pocket and let us go with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're stuck with me, Ruth.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you.
I'd like to just add on to that, because in February, Gerald Ann welcomed us into her home. And, it was the first time Terry and Ruth and I did a day of transformation, which is a lot of work. It's a long day. And she just took us in and cooked for us, gave us massages. She just took care of us, and it was so amazing to be embraced and loved in that way. And we had some angelic Reiki, and we just really bonded. And like Ruth is saying, over the last 2 months, because it's only been 2 months since we've been together, I can't believe all the changes that are coming out of you. And I'm just so happy for you and happy to be part of your life.
Thank you. I loved having you guys here. It was great. It was really great.
It sure was. Okay, who's next? John Fiore, I see you trying to unmute.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. As I was, hi, everybody.
Hi.
As I was thinking of how to put it for Geraldine, put it down into words, I started taking notes because I look for the download. And ever since my experience, I look at things objectively from this perspective that not everybody can understand. But anyway, I'm going to just lay it out there. The way I see Geraldine, I mean, I've always seen her as a leader, but she is a leader. And to be a leader of her magnitude, you have to create experiences in your life and transcend them into something better to show people that you can transcend anything. To get to where she is now and from where she came from, okay? You know, not going into any details about that, but she knows what I'm talking about. So, Geraldine, in a sense, in a spiritual sense, you created probably the worst of times to show people that they can transcend them into the best of times. And so that kind of a leader is something that's very rare in this world. And so you're a precious soul to all of us, and especially to me, because as we interacted in class and afterwards, you've taught me so much. You didn't know this. You didn't know I thought about you this way, did you?
No,
But you are certainly a role model for me and for many other people. I'm sure other people will agree. But your leadership capabilities will continue to be, you're going to set your mark in the world, kid. And that's the way you are. That's who you are. And so we're all very proud of you. I'm especially grateful to have met you. And yes, that goes through Phil and Jane, that I met you through in that class. And I've told them quite often about the work that they've created to make things like this possible.
yes.
So I am eternally grateful to Phil and Jane for meeting you. I have so much gratitude just for, getting together like this today, and to be able to be a part of this for you.
Oh, John, I can't tell you how much that means to me. And the thing of it is, you are just as much a role model to me. What you have gone through blows me away. And I'm honored to have your friendship. And I love you with all my heart and soul, my dear friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so grateful.
And John, did you bring the mozzarella to dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting for Sam to hook up the gas. We're going to do it outside. We're going to do it on the lawn. There'll be too many people inside. And you know what? Especially after this, everybody's going to want to be outside.
Yes.
So we'll hook up the burners. We'll get a 25-gallon pot of water, and I'll make mozzarella on the lawn someday.
Right.
We'll have a mozzie party.
Okay.
Bring the wine to keep our arteries clear.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, who would like to speak?
I think Sherry Seymour.
Dear Seymour, hi, darling. Oh, wait, you're muted, honey. Let me unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to say to Geraldine, you're an amazing teacher. I have really learned so much from you. However, you're an even more amazing friend. You are the friend that I could count on in my darkest hours, as you know. So I can't ask for more than that. I'm just very blessed to have you in my life.
Well, it's mutual. I love you so much. And she's close by too. She's only like 15 minutes away, which is awesome. Yes, I love her to pieces. She's amazing. Thank you, Sherry.
Yes, you are, Sherry. And thank you for the chocolate-covered peanuts.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was a treat.
So. Oh, wow. How cool.
Yeah. Okay, who else?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have such a big ego after this. I'm really gonna have a workshop. You guys are gonna have to take me into some kind of thing that sort something out or do something, a decompression chamber or something. I don't know. I'm never gonna sleep again.
It's all truth. And Diane is unmuted.
I love
I'm
it.
muted. Gerald Ann, I don't even know I don't know what to say other than my heartfelt congratulations to you for this. I'm so proud of you for what you've done. It's beautiful. And you have so much to offer. And I'm so thankful that you've allowed me to be a part of your family. That's what I feel like. I feel like more than just a friend or, a fellow worker here. I feel like you've drawn me in as a sister. And I want to thank you for that. I'm eternally grateful and blessed by you.
Diane, again, mutual. And you are my sister. You really are. This is my family here. I'm telling you, you guys are my family. Now that I'm family pops in on each other all the time, by the way, just saying. All right. The river is waiting for y'all. It is.
It sure is. And Diane is one of our newest members of Enlightened World Network. We're very, very happy that we'll be bringing your broadcasts on our platform.
And is also a reverend.
Yes, she is.
So, yes. She's going to be on my show tonight, later on tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Rising Up with Gerald Ann. Join Diane and I on Enlightened World Network. Absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you, Diane. And who else would like to speak to Gerald Ann? Kathleen, you raised your hand. Hi, honey.
Hello. So I didn't want to talk because I'll probably cry, but I thought, oh, well, if I cry, I cry.
I'm crying.
But so I've known Gerald Ann for, I guess, 6 years now. And what a journey I have seen in her and myself too, but this is about her, not me. The changes, the growth. I have been so blessed by our friendship, and here come the tears, that my life has never been the same since meeting Gerald Ann. Sorry, guys. And I'm very honored to be here, to be a part of this, and I believe in you wholeheartedly. I love you, and I can't wait to see what the future brings.
Thank you. I love you too so very much. Well, we've been sisters many, many, many times in many lifetimes, and we have taken this journey together, and it is a mutual honor. And we could be the poster child for her and I and John could be the poster children for Jane and Philip's course. I'm telling you, we should be. There should be a poster child, and we be it. We've gone through a whole lot together, the three of us. So I love you so much.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to cry too. All right.
Yeah, everybody get your tissues out.
Here we go.
Thank you, Kathleen, for those words.
Thank you so much.
Who else? What you got for our Reverend tonight? Linda Dirks.
Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted, darling.
I'm unmuted. Geraldine, I'm so sorry that I missed the first part. I was doing a radio show with a friend, a mutual friend of Ruth's and mine. But I took all the prerequisites to become a licensed practitioner, the next step to becoming a reverend. And 8 of my friends are about to graduate as full reverends. And I know the commitment that goes into that. But I've also seen the amazing transformation that happens in people. And I can just see the light pouring from your face. And, that's why we are all here. And I just want to, join in and say that it's just such a pleasure to see your light and such a pleasure to meet you. Good on you. Great job. I know the commitment that it takes, and my blessings to you and all you do.
Thank you so much. And I just want to tell you, I have seen you on Facebook Lives, and you're amazing. So it's an honor to meet you in person. I think you're just incredible. So
my day also. Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. Much love to you. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Linda Lemieux.
Hi. I don't know what happened to the picture, but anyway, I'm still here. To say hello and congratulations. And it's so pleasing to watch everything you've done. And I can only imagine what you're going to do from here. Thank you for taking me in during a hurricane. And it was the very beginning of a long story. And I just want to say congratulations. And I'm so pleased to be your friend and sister. And I love you.
Oh, Linda, thank you so much. I love you too. And I'm so glad you came during that hurricane. I always say that Hurricane Irma, although it took out part of our dock and wiped a lot of the neighbors' docks out and really did a lot of damage and a lot to people, I thank Hurricane Irma every day because she brought you and Terry to me. And I will always be grateful for that hurricane. No matter how much damage it did, it brought me two great loves. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda, for being with us tonight. Let's get to Deirdre Fitzsimmons.
Yes,
Deirdre, would you like to say something to Gerald Ann?
I would. I'm kind of fairly new to this. I'm like the kid on the block. It's only been 3 years for me. Gerald Ann, man, you have touched my heart and soul on such a level that I have never been touched before. You are really like my soul sister. I've just learned so much from you. And I know there are more people like me out there that you're going to do shitloads of good for. You are awesome.
Oh, honey, thank you so much, Deirdre. I love you. You're one of those people too that we kind of interacted in groups over the last several years, and then this pandemic brought us together again. You know, I have been so blessed to have so many lovely, wonderful, beautiful relationships, really close relationships come out of this that I feel I just feel blessed to know you as well. And I love you too. And you are a sister. You are definitely a sister. Thank you.
I ditto that.
Yeah.
Okay, Catherine Kovacs has raised her hand. We're not hearing you, Catherine. One moment. Okay, try again.
I know I haven't been around as much as y'all have been, but I just wanted to say to Gerald Ann, thank you so much for being a really good friend of mine, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. You owe me a trip to the river, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. I'll cook.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. I love your friendship. It means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. We appreciate you being here tonight. Much love to Michael also.
He sends his love.
Okay.
Karen Palmer is waving at us, and then Bernadette will go to you after.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm so happy to be here to celebrate Gerald Ann. It is such a blessing to have her be showered with this beautiful, beautiful experience of her receiving, because she gives and gives and gives and gives. And I'm just honored to be here, to be able to really, because honestly, Gerald Ann, you really are an amazing, amazing soul who has come here to help many of us remember to shine. And you help us rise and shine. And I love that John came up with the idea for the Rising Up with Gerald Ann. I was honored to be on your show last week. And I love that you read about the golden rule. I have a song that I wrote for the children that is the golden rule song that John will probably love because it has tapping along with it. So it's called the Golden Rule song. So it goes, the message is the same, though the words we speak may differ. The message is the same. Take a walk in another's shoes. See yourself in other faces. Just imagine trading places. The golden rule's the same the whole world through. Treat other people the way you want to feel. Treat other people like your friends. Make them smile and laugh, and you'll be smiling too when you follow the good old golden rule. So I think you just really exude the golden rule every day. You know, I work with the Golden Rule Project, and we were able to reach over 1 million people in 24 hours on the Golden Rule Day, which was April 5th. And we're trying to work on making Golden Rule Day every day. And to me, you exemplify the Golden Rule Day every day. So just keep shining your beautiful light. I am so grateful for all the wisdom that you've shared with me through the years, and how we just continue to amplify each other. And I just am so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. I am grateful for you too. As you know, I met you when I met Terry, and you were doing a morning show every day. And when I needed, I mean, I was doing things, but I needed what you had to say. I needed to hear your voice. It was your voice that added to my growth and development. And we've got to meet each other twice. And Karen will be here at the river
in June.
Second weekend of June. They're going to be, her and Terry will be teaching Time Heals for Animals. So they're going to, and her mama lives across the river, just like Bernadette in Ocala on the other side of the forest. So
hi, Bernadette, I'll have to come see you.
You two are good. She's taking the workshop. She's signed up. So you two are going to get to meet each other. Yes, yes.
Awesome.
And Jane, I got to get you hooked up with Karen. You two live 20 minutes apart from each other. So y'all got to get together, okay? Yeah, that's my Southern voice. Y'all got to get together.
That's right. And I can't wait to have you here at the river.
Yes. I can't wait for you to be here. It's so exciting. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm going to spontaneously combust if I don't watch it.
It's very exciting.
Do we need to bring water in there to you?
No, I've been through 2 bottles already. So
okay.
I'm keeping it cooled down here.
I
love you, Geraldine.
Nothing happened to our Reverend. All right. So Bernadette, would you like to say a word to Geraldine? I've got you unmuted.
Okay, I've already got my Kleenex here.
Okay, I got mine too.
Geraldine came into my life last August. We took a course together. And it was, first of all, right now, during this, in the last 3 minutes, the angels are crazy. And you want to talk about spontaneous combustion. I am like, you can see the flames from me right now. They're here. The angels are, Geraldine, you are an angel. You are an angel. She came into our life. We had a course together, and we got together with another good friend of mine, Sherry. Sherry.
Yes.
Yes. And when Geraldine left the first time, we looked at each other and we said, wow, just wow. And we've been so deeply connected ever since. When Geraldine thinks of me, I think of her, and vice versa. I can't say enough about you and what I've learned from you and the love that I have for you, as well as everyone else here. I thank you. I feel bad that you've gone through everything in life that you've gone through that has made you who you are. But I thank you for the learning and experiences and what you have brought to me. And I hope to grow with you.
We're growing together. We're all growing together. This is the beauty of this. And thank you so much. You and Sherry have met. So they're also local. And you know how it's like, everybody. Sometimes you feel so isolated and alone, but they're right across the way, about an hour and 45 minutes away, but that's the neighborhood here, okay? That's just right in the neighborhood. And to meet them in person, and we spent the day together and ate and just laughed, and I just love you guys, and you inspire me to keep going and to do what I do, and I am so grateful for our friendship. Thank you. I love you so much. You're just awesome. Thank you. And yes, I have tears. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernadette. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person as well.
Yes, yes, you will get to. Absolutely.
And I just wanted to say goodbye to John. He said he had to head out.
Bye-bye, John.
We appreciate him being here.
This is his date night with his wife, Jane. So he pushed their date night back a little bit for me. So I'm really grateful to that.
Yeah. So you have some people online that are congratulating you as well. I know Robert Dosa is with us, Trey is with us, Sherry Yeager-Lisk, Susan Francis, Trish Peterson. So they come on to
my niece
join in this celebration. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, everybody. This is amazing. This is amazing. And I love, my niece is in Tucson. So hi, sweetheart. I love you. I love all of you. This is so cool.
It really is.
I don't know what you're going to do with me tonight, Terry. I don't have a clue what you're going to do with me tonight. And
I'm locking myself. I'm locking myself in my room.
Yeah, good idea. And poor Diane at 8 o'clock. You're just going to have to carry the show, Diane. That's all there is to it.
I just want to ask if there's anyone that hasn't had a chance to say something. Darcy, would you?
Darcy,
I'll unmute you.
Oh, my sweetheart.
Thank you. So I just wanted to say congratulations, Geraldine. I'm so proud of you. And I know you worked really, really hard. And I know you did a lot of peeling away at yourself to get to where you are today. And it's wonderful to see and experience with you. And so Geraldine and I did meet in person for the first time at a wedding she was officiating, but I had heard about her before I met her. And the first time I heard about her, I was like, well, I know her. I said that to the lady who was talking about her. And I said, well, I know her. And she goes, how do you know her? And I said, I just know her. And I walked in the room, like it was this lady's wedding. And I was like, Geraldine, like I knew her before we were even introduced. I walked right over to her and she's like, you know, like we instantly knew each other. So our spirits definitely were happy to reunite. And I wanted to say that I just admire the example of kindness that you are. You're selfless and you're always giving of your knowledge and your talents to people anytime, anywhere. And that is a rare thing. Just you're very open and accepting. So many admirable qualities. I could just go on and on, but you know, everyone else knows it too, maybe. So they don't need me to do it. So we just really appreciate you as a person and as our friend and as an example to us in the world. We need more of that. So it's really just an honor to, every time you call me friend, it does something, like it chips away at like the coldest part of my heart. It's like warms me up and makes me feel really honored and touched that somebody as wonderful as you would consider me their friend. And I really mean that. I just love you so much.
I love you right back, sweetheart. And you are the example of everything I want to be in the world. You are so amazing. What my struggles are nothing compared to what you've been through. And you are my mentor, my role model. And you by far one of the kindest people I have ever met. I mean, just from the moment I met you, we were like joined at the hip at this wedding. It was just amazing. And it was just like, oh my gosh, it's like having met somebody that you've known forever and ever and ever. It's like your best little friend and you're just like having so much joy and so much fun together. And so thank you. You blessed me with your friendship. And I'm so grateful for you and always will be. And you're supposed to be coming to the river really soon too. So keep that in mind.
I will.
Okay.
Awesome.
And I want everyone to come to the river.
And that's what it's like when you meet someone that's in your soul family.
Yes.
It's immediate knowing. And that's how it was with Geraldine and I too. It was like, yeah, we're sisters. There may not be the same blood running through us biologically, but we are sisters. And I love that.
Yes. Absolutely. You know, they say, there's that saying, and I wish I could quote it, but that oftentimes the family that we have is not of blood. And I have found that, and I love my family, don't get me wrong, but I have found my connections to all of you to be the strongest bond I've ever had. And it goes so far beyond blood. It goes to the heart, it goes to the soul, and we are connected by our souls, absolutely connected by our souls and by our hearts. And that is the strongest connection you can have, you know, because you don't always like family, but I always like you guys. You know?
And aren't we glad?
Yeah.
Kathleen, you have your hand raised again. Did you want to speak? No, that was from earlier. Okay. And Carol, I don't know if you wanted to come on and say anything. And Audrey, we haven't heard from either of you yet, if you would like to. Carol, hi, honey.
Carol. Hi, Carol. What am I
Julie,
doing?
I haven't known you very long, obviously, you know, maybe about a month or so, and haven't met physically. But I just wanted to say congratulations. The light just exudes from your entire being. And I think I told you yesterday, I feel like I've come home, like the family that you and Terry have created in this group. It feels like home. Like I finally belong somewhere that I knew I was meant to be a part of, but didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say congratulations and tell you how much your light just fills my soul.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I just love you, Carol. I'll tell you what, when we do our coffee every morning, we do coffee and conversation by the river, and every now and then Wally the Gator joins us as well. But when we get up and we do it at 7:30, so we have to get up at 6:30 and set up lights and all of that good stuff. And I got to tell you, I'm like a kid in a candy store. By the time we sit down, it's kind of like, is it 7:30 yet? Is it 7:30 yet? Because it's kind of like your favorite person in the whole wide world is showing up for coffee, and you haven't seen them in forever, and you just can't wait for them to get there and have coffee with you and to just share what's going on in your life. And that's what it feels like to me every morning, and you're part of that. And you are just as much a blessing to me as you think I am to you. So thank you, Carol. And we get to meet in person in July, because she's only 15 minutes away from where Terry and I and Kathleen will be going to get our angelic Reiki master degrees. So we get to meet in person then, if not sooner. I'm not that far from you. So
No,
no, it's in the neighborhood. Anything on the East Coast, by the way, guys, is in the neighborhood. That's right. How I look at it.
So thank you, Carol, for coming on tonight.
Thank you,
to help
Carol.
us celebrate. We love you. We have Audrey left, and boy, look at that. We're going to be out of time here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Audrey, hello.
Hi, Gerald Ann. I don't know you well, but it is amazing being a part of this today. You are just so bright and shiny, and this connection with everybody is just fantastic and fabulous. And I was called to be a part of it, and I'm going to leave shortly, but I'm so glad that I got to witness this outpouring of love. This is super just like uplifting and reminds me of why I got involved in Philip and Jane's program in 2010. So I don't know many of you, but gosh, Philip and Jane have just brought together so many bright, shiny lights, and it is so much of an honor to know that even though I don't know you all well, I feel part of your club. We've all been doing the work, and it shows. And sometimes when we're all alone in our houses right now, it's easy to forget that. And I kind of felt in that place. And when I got here today, I was reminded that there is light and there's beauty and there's hope. And thank you.
Oh, thank you, Audrey. And I hope we get to know each other now. Now there's no excuse not to. Okay. So thank
Absolutely.
you
I'm
for
going to
your
make my
time.
exit, but thank you to all you fabulous humans for
Okay.
being yourself.
And for those of you who want to, please come and join us at 7:30 in the morning, every morning Eastern time for coffee and conversation. Terry and I sit by the river and, well, we just talk about whatever comes up. And I say really quickly, thank you to everyone that is in the on Facebook that isn't here live. There's so many of you, and the Earhart girls from the Mississippi River are going to come down and join us here on the St. John's. And Luann is here, and Sherry, and oh my gosh, Susie. Well, that's Trey. And let's see, who else have we got here? Sharon Boyle from the UK is here. And I thank you, Sharon, for coming. Marianne. Yeah, lots of people. I love you all, Robert. Mwah. Thank you all for joining.
Oh, this has been amazing. I want to see if Ruth Anderson wants to say anything else. And if not, yes, no, maybe yes. and we're going to close out this in a special way after Ruth says what she wants to say to us.
What a special party tonight has been. What a celebration. And thank you for giving us something positive and life fulfilling to celebrate tonight. So, and I'm just so pleased to be part of it. Geraldine, couldn't be prouder of you. And Terry, why don't you finish us up?
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you so much.
Oh, this has been so amazing. So we do have many of our Angelic River family on here. So you all already know what I'm going to do, right? We do this every morning. And Deirdre, yes, she's still here. Deirdre has termed this lovingly the heart telephone. And we just love it. It's our tradition. And I think it's fitting that we do this for this show, say goodbye to each other. So if you can unmute yourself, unmute yourself. If not, I have control. I can do that. Maybe I can't. Okay, are you still hearing me? Because I know my internet's been in and out. You do, okay. All right, so the heart telephone. You all have just received a really beautiful blessing of all this love, right? Don't you feel it? Do you feel that love? I feel it. It's so yummy. So I want you to place your hand on your heart, and I want you to really feel that love, the love that's been expressed from and to our dear Geraldine Heatherdale. We love you so much. So let's feel that love. Feel your heartbeat. Isn't that a beautiful thing to feel your heartbeat and let it get into sync with Mother Earth's heartbeat? I love doing that. So hold on to that love for just a minute. It's so warm. It's so yummy. Really, really feel that love inside. Feel that excitement that Geraldine has. Feel that. That's just really lifts you out of your chair. You may have to come pull some of you back down. As you're holding on to that love that's in your heart and that gratitude and that appreciation, I want you to just look around at this beautiful group that's gathered here. And I want you to envision that there's somebody to the left of you and there's someone to the right of you. And envision that you are reaching out right now and you're grabbing their hands, one on each side of you. You're grabbing their hands and you're squeezing it. Squeeze it really tight and just really let them know, I love you. Just hold that hand where it says that to them. And now bring that hand up to your heart as you clasp that person's hand. Look to your left and say, I love you.
I love you.
And now feel that love as it goes around the room, person to person, heart to heart, as it really grows in intensity and builds up the energy as it goes to each of our hearts. And guess what? It comes right back to you, to your right. You almost get knocked over by that feeling of the love coming back in your heart. Doesn't that feel awesome and yummy? Don't you just want to hold that forever there in your heart center? But what we're going to do now, thought we were done, but you're not. What you're going to do now is look at everybody here, every one of these faces. Envision all those faces of people that are watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Anybody that might see this at any point in time, not just while we're live, but they can watch it afterward also. And let's hold all of us in one space together and say,
And she's frozen, so I'll take over. So on the count of three, at the end of three, we're all going to say, I love you. So 1, 2, 3. I love you.
Yay, give yourself a hand. Celebrate. Celebrate, Gerald Ann. Celebrate yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Celebrate each other.
Thank you all. I love you all so much, and I am so blessed and so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone that's watching on Facebook as well. So I love you all. I am so lucky and blessed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I guess I better be paying this forward, huh? Yeah.
No, you already did.
So, I'll keep going though. I'll keep going. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we lost Terry again. Ruth, do you want to take over?
So on behalf of Enlightened World Network, so much love to every single person who's watching here with us and who will be watching here with us. Can't wait to have you back with us for future events. Just keep watching for Enlightened World Network on Facebook and YouTube. And to all of you, love you. Take good care of yourself, and God bless.
Love you all. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. Hopefully see you at 8.